Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm sharing my lipstick tip for the day. Well, at least what I'm doing. I've already done my makeup, very light. Now, I do have a little bit of sienna in my earrings, but I want to stay with like a youthful, vibrant pink color. So I've added a pink like blush scheme as well as like a very subtle, like a coral shadow scheme. And I've just put on my mascara, my Heroin Make Long and Curl Mascara, like like life proof, waterproof. Like you can get through a divorce, I think, with that. That's what I always joke around about for a couple of years now. So my lipstick, it's a Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit, and then Kat Von D in Malice. So here I go. This dries really fast. Look at that. See? I look 5 years younger, like in my head. Put it on real fast, it dries. There you go. I like to put it on like right there a lot. Like just fill it in. Like don't be scared to be you, you know? Who are you living for, you know? So in the center, I'm going to warm it up with my Malice. This is more vibrant of an orange. They have a Go-Go, which is more saturated and flat. So, right there. I feel like already I look very vibrant. And it goes well, I think. And for my hair, I like this, but this is just for fun. So take those clips out. You could touch the hair and you could move the hair around with that because I'm going for volume, less frizz, hair that maintains its style for a course of 2 to 3 days. If it's summer, I'm going to wash it like every 2 days versus winter, like 3 days. And I want to touch it and I want to move it. And I want volume. So that's what it looks like. After I get out of the shower, I spray this aerosol spray everywhere on my wet hair, sectioned out carefully. That's just a heat protectant, but it's aerosol, so it doesn't weigh it down. And then followed up, once your hair is dry, I add this super skinny serum from Paul Mitchell. This doesn't promise any nutrients, any shine, just simply smoothing out your frizz and providing humidity. And then once I have that in, I spray all over my hair in sections this thermal heat protectant slash hairspray. Now, I like it aerosol. It's not, it allows me to like move my hair around. And it doesn't feel like it's cooking it while it's in the curling iron. And I use Hot Tools curling iron, like a really big barrel. And then followed up, I haven't done it, but the very last step after you do your styling is I like a shine spray. Now there's shine oils. I just don't find that either it's not shiny enough or it weighs it down. Because sometimes it says something like nutrients to like heal or protect your hair, but I'm not looking for treatment. I'm looking for just aesthetics. So this purely says just adding a shine. It doesn't promise healthier hair. So I'll put that everywhere. And it doesn't weigh the hair down. I mean, I could respray into day 3 and it still looks pretty decent, you know? Smells good. And that's called Aquage Beyond Shine. Whoop. Got a notification. So that allows for, number 1, volume without frizz. You can move it around, bounce it around, and you got like sexy big old hair, like big old. And I'm gonna share another post. I noticed that my hair was I bleached my hair a couple shades lighter, and currently I'm using a dark blonde hair dye. I do everything myself, trimming, bleaching, dyeing. So what I did was, number 1, decided that I'm going to treat my hair because it's dry, and number 2, try to manipulate the color because it was too brassy, because that's the nature of my hair. When it bleaches, it turns a little bit orange. So I did a special treatment, so take a look at my other post. So that's the hair. See if I can get high enough. I've actually had somebody ask me if they could touch my hair. They actually said, would it be okay if a man touched a woman's hair? It was such an odd question. What had happened was, I'll share a little personal story. So a dear friend, supposedly a dear friend of my partner, he stopped by the house like in the afternoon on a weekday, and when he knew my husband wasn't home, but I felt so bad for him, I let him in the house and I let him watch one of my, what I consider like motivational videos. And I told him I was getting ready to do a video and I'd be running around. So I made him a cup of coffee and I sat him down on the dining room table and I played a video for him. And I said, I got to get ready. So I was coming in and out of the house because I film outside in the front yard. And when I came back, he had finished the coffee. And then he asked, he said, would it be okay if a man touched a woman's hair? And I said, never, never ask that. So then he got up and he left. And then as he left, he said my coffee tasted bad. And then he left. And there's a lot more to the story. It progresses after for a couple of days. And when I came back into the kitchen, there was $3 on the table. He even took the coffee, the bad coffee, in the cup with him. And I told this story to a group of old men at this donut shop in town that I frequent, and they really had a strong opinion. Like, a couple of them was like, I'd never let a man in the house, even though it was like a friend of my husband's. And so it led to a huge discussion and actually like a dispute amongst the men in the donut shop, and that went on for a couple of days between them. So anyway, it was a crazy, weird story, but very recently. But things like this just seem to happen. I don't really rhyme or reason, but that $3 was something else. Anyway, have a nice weekend, you know. Things are uncertain, but sometimes you don't really have to know what everything is. Like, things have a way of working themselves out for me as long as I'm like true to myself and live by like my golden rules that that keeps me authentic. Anyway, have a nice day.